So if the defendant admits his role in this, then that will have an effect on the civil proceeding. To the extent that he is also being sued, that can be used against him in the civil proceeding as an admission against him, yes. So that will impact his role in the civil proceeding. It won't impact the roles of others, and there's more than one entity here who's responsible, more than one potential defendant who is responsible here, but it will solidify his role in this and at least in part his responsibility in causing the deaths here. You know, the question was asked about allocution earlier. I would expect in county court there would be an allocution. The question is, to what extent are they going to require him to allocute? How much is he going to say? Is he going to barely satisfy the elements of the offense? Or is he really going to say what his role was in this? And if he's going to accept responsibility, he should accept full responsibility by admitting exactly what his role was and not just satisfy the elements of the offense. The families deserve to know what his role was in this offense completely. And transparency would allow that to happen. And at this point, they just don't feel that they have been fully informed about what this defendant's role is in the case. And without knowing that, they really can't have a full input as to whether or not they think the plea deal that's been offered is fair. I know that there are many of the families here who don't want to see this happen. My family wants to see justice happen. And if justice means the defendant admits to what he did and he receives a plea bargain because that's what's fair and that's what's just and that's what's appropriate, then they're behind that, because the discretion is in the DA's office, who is prosecuting this case. But more information would allow that to happen, to allow them to be fully informed about this offer, and if it's a fair offer, and if this is what should be happening. You know, pushing this quickly, I know this has been going on for some time, but pushing this along quickly, you know, on a Friday we learn of it. This is supposed to be happening on Monday. The family has not been given an opportunity to submit their victim impact statements. At least my family hasn't, or don't feel that they have. And now they're not being allowed to go and voice the impact that this has had on them and their lives. That's disheartening to them. Any other questions, guys?
Have you had any difficulty in contact? I don't know what sort of role you may play in the civil case, you know, getting some of that information from the DA's office?
I mean, we've gotten information. We have gotten information, but the DA's office obviously can only release so much information because it's an active and ongoing criminal investigation and criminal prosecution. Susan Mallory has not been difficult with me personally at all. She's responded to any calls that I've had, and I appreciate and respect the job that she has to do and the prosecution that she's handling. So to the extent that she could share information, certainly she has with us, but certainly we'll be able to get more information when the case is resolved, because it is an ongoing criminal process right now.
If I may throw out one more thing.